All right, guys, it's about to rain in an hour or so. If not, it will after I wash this car. We've got some bug guts, a little kick up on it. It's probably been about a week since I washed it. I need to use up some old products today. So we're gonna do a little overkill and we're gonna use a little extra because I just wanna get rid of the bottles. I need to make some space. Let's have some fun today. Let's just wash the car for fun and see where we go with this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, detailing is fun. If you're not having fun, why are you doing it? All right, I've got some old soap here I want to use, so I'm just going to go ahead and use them up. There's a lot in these bottles, as you can see. But I need to make some room here. So here we have the old XMT from Pinnacle soap. We got some Mother's California gel, and this says Meg's Super Soap. So I suppose it's MEGUIAR'S Super Soap. All right, as you can see, I've got just a little bit of water in here. No big deal. I'm gonna get this soap here. And we've got about a half a bottle, and I'm just gonna pour it all in here. All right, so we emptied that bottle and we've got plenty of room left. So let's empty another bottle here. Let's finish this off here. What do you say? All right, I got some water here. I got the California Gold. It's a good amount. We're just gonna dump it all in here. And this car is, you know, moderately dirty. Got some stuff on the windows, different little specks of pollen or whatever. You got some kick up all on the bottom here. So you can see it needs a nice little wash. Now I think it's gonna rain for sure. All right, guys, normally I run this wide open, but since it's so much soap in here, I'm gonna turn it down. About halfway. I wanna see where and how much foam that does, how much product it goes through. Let's check it out.
Perfect.
Okay, so at about halfway, it is pretty nice and thick. I can see it is a nice runny formula there. And we didn't even use any product at all. Now this is just the pre-foam, so I'm gonna do the whole car about halfway turned up. Okay guys, we got this thing all foamed up. This is our pre-wash or pre-foam step. So we've got foam on there. It's dripping off, breaking up dirt, breaking it down and dripping off the car. We're gonna let it sit here a little bit. And look at, I've done this whole car, and that's what I've used. This is turned about halfway to the middle between water and soap coming through. All right, and while we're waiting for the foam to do its thing, I'm gonna foam up this. This was half a bottle of California Gold from Mother's. All right, guys, it's pretty crazy. I've never seen soap stay on there so long. Now, granted, it's not hot outside, but I still have never seen clingy soap really stay so long. So it makes me wonder, is it the amount of soap that I had put in there that's making it cling longer to the surfaces? Because usually we use, 2 or 3 ounces and open it up at full bore, which would mean there's more soap going on inside there. But right now we've got probably 800 milliliters of soap and 200 milliliters of water, but we've only got it opened halfway to get the soap. So it should be mixing. I mean, it should be pretty close, right? I don't know. It's got me bewildered. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what your take on that is. Let's get to rinsing this car off. Okay, so the pre-foam gets all the loose debris off, but it didn't get this caked on stuff that's stuck on here. So we're gonna use the Built Hamber Touchless 4-to-1. I'm gonna spray it on. Okay, it's been about a minute or two. These are the spots that I've sprayed on the door here. Can you see them? So I'm gonna put the pressure washer on it. I've sprayed Built Hamber at 4-to-1. Okay, well, it has gotten probably 90% off. There's a few left on here. They are lighter, but a lot have come off, or it has lessened the kick up on there. So I'd say that works pretty good. Maybe if I let it sit even longer, it might take it all off there. Pretty cool. Okay, here's the other side. Now this has been on an extra minute to a minute and a half. I've also sprayed this with the Built Hamber. So let's see here what happens. So I can see that it really lightens them up, gets what it can off there. Now, is it perfect? No, but it's time to hand wash. Okay guys, so what I want to do is I want to see what the difference in half open on part of the car does to full open. What's the difference in foam? Then I'm going to see how it feels when I wash it with the mitt. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to start with the half open. Now I'm going to turn this dial all the way open. And by the looks of it, it wasn't even half open. It was like a third of the way open. Let's see what happens now. So here's the difference in the two foams. So a third of the way open, full open. Now that is very, very thick. You can even see the pinkish reddish hue to it, where this one is white. And this is just the middle line here. Now I want to see how they feel underneath the mitt. This has more soap running through it. Can I feel the difference? All right guys, so you can see the slickness with the more soap side, the foam cannon open to full go. It's just a lot more lubricity. This side is not bad though, but you could tell by the mitts, the way they're running down. And under my hand, you know, it's negligible. I don't really feel a huge difference, but you can see it there. All right, I'm gonna turn it down one turn. Let's see where this takes us. This is probably, I would say, a third of the way full now. So as you can see, I'm throwing a lot of soap on this car. And I'm not using too much. I'm down to about halfway. It was that full open that used up most of the product. Okay, some of you may want to know, did it affect the hydrophobics using that much soap? Let's see. Well, it didn't affect the hydrophobics using that much soap. Do I recommend it? No, you don't need to use that much soap. Was it fun? Hell yeah, it was fun playing with it. You know, it's a good thing I need to get rid of it, and I can play with it like that. The lubrication was nice. It's a cool day today, so it's lasting on there. Now I see what people who live in colder environments really get to let soap sit on their car. I don't usually have that luxury here in Las Vegas, but the hydrophobics are still there. The car's clean. All the spots are gone. The dirt is gone. And I would say that's a safer way to wash your car. Get all those loose debris off it first. Spray something on there to get as much of those particles off, so when you wash it with your hand, you're not grinding anything, as little as possible. I'm not saying you're still not gonna have particles of dirt in there, but at least it's as little as possible. You know what I mean? Okay guys, I've got some of the 303 touchless sealant here. So this is something you're gonna spray on and rinse off. All right guys, I want to see if I can notice a difference in this product. This is a coated car, so I want to see if I spray it on here, is it going to change anything, or is it going to make it better? So let's see the regular hydrophobics. Okay, now I'm going to spray this onto this panel here, because I'm going to rinse it this way. Now that looks pretty good. Let's do both sides. I don't know if you can see it, but they're almost identical. I would say this one almost looks a little tighter, smaller than this side, but it's really negligible. If I didn't know somebody sprayed this on there, I wouldn't know the difference. But it doesn't hurt. That's the whole point. Just helping top the ceramic coating. You know where I really want to spray this is in here, because a lot of dirt gets stuck up in there when we go through the construction zones. We get a lot of bugs up here, so I want this to get on there to keep the bugs, well, make them easier to get off. All right, guys, the car is washed, ready to be dried. I'm gonna use some banana ice from Nano Skin to just lightly mist the car, give it some lubrication when I dry, so basically a drying aid. All right, guys, did you like that video? If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and press the notifications bell so you get all the new videos we're putting out. Today, I wanted to try something different, maybe show you guys something, save you some time if you want. And I had some soaps I wanted to use up. I just wanted to finish them up, so I'm gonna use them in this video a little differently. And I wanted to get rid of these, make some space. So I poured about 80% of the MJJC foam cannon up with soap. Maybe I put 20% water in there, and I'm using it that way. It's the opposite of how we normally use it. Normally we put a little bit of soap and fill it with water. But what I want to show you guys is you can adjust this to bring in more water and use less soap, and you can meter the soap. So with this full of soap, I turned the dial all the way down, and then I turned it back up a turn. So I think it does 3 turns. So it's about 1/3 of the way open, somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 open. I pre-foamed the car. The foam was nice. It stayed on the car. It was thick enough. It did a good pre-foam. It was pulling off the dirt. And I used probably 100 milliliters of product in the whole car. So that's nothing, right? Rinsed the car off. Very, very cool. In between my testing, I grabbed some Built Hamber touchless product, because when I rinsed the car off, I saw there was still some kick up on there. Even using concentrated soap, it's probably a pH neutral concentrate, so it's not very harsh. It still leaves some kick up on there with the pre-foam. Pre-foam is not gonna get everything off the car, guys, but it's gonna get the loose debris. So I grabbed the Built Hamber touchless, I sprayed it at 4% on the bottom rocker panels. I rinsed that off after 2 to 3 minutes, and I got another 60% of those panels clean from all the kick up. So I like the Built Hamber, guys. Try out the Built Hamber touchless. From that point, I went back to the foam cannon. Now I wanted to test out fully open and about halfway open. So I did the hood halfway open and fully open with the foam cannon. Halfway open, again, nice foam. It's gonna do the car easily, and it's gonna be all the soap you need. If you're somebody that needs these shaving cream amounts of soap, then on the other side where I had this fully open, it made shaving cream, guys. Even the color of the red hue of the soap was actually in the foam there. Now, that uses up a lot more soap, so that's gonna be an expensive way to use that. I would say use this at about one turn open to halfway open. With full tank of soap in here. I tried the lubricity on both sides, the half open, the full open. The lubricity to me when I was wiping was negligible. I couldn't tell the difference in lubrication under the mitts. But when I left the mitts on there, the side that was fully open with a lot of foam, the mitt just slid down really fast. So obviously there's more lubrication with more soap. I rinsed off all the soap, guys. The car looked clean at that point. You know, I did a hand wash, rinsed it all off, and I came back and I grabbed some of this 303 touchless sealant. It's something I had picked up the other day. It was really on sale. I got this for like $3. They're clearing this out. I sprayed this all over the car. This is something you spray on wet and you rinse off. And I think this does a fantastic job. If you can find this, they're clearing these out of different aisles. I don't know what's going on, but I think it runs $15 to $20 normally. I got it for $3.25, so had to try it out. I put this on panel A, and then I put nothing on panel B. I sprayed them, and it didn't ruin the hydrophobics. If anything, to my eye, it made them even a little bit tighter and better. How long will this last? I don't know. I would say you're gonna get 6 to 8 weeks out of something like this. And I was spraying it pretty liberal on there, but I think it's a great product. If you need something quick to spray on your panel and rinse off and get some protection, I think this is a good product. I also use it on the wheels. And another tip, guys, I spray this inside the fenders where mud and all that kicks up when you drive through construction or whatever. So that way when I come back to rinse it next time with the pressure washer, it'll come off easier because it's got some protection now. After that, the car's been rinsed. It's still wet. I grabbed some banana ice, guys. Banana ice is from Nanoskin. It's a synthetic sealant. I use it like a detail spray. I don't think it's the strongest protection in the world, but it is some form of protection. It smells good and it gives really good gloss, guys. This product is pretty cheap online. I don't remember how much, but I want to say somewhere in the $20 range for a gallon. Sprayed this all over the car, came back and dried it with the McKee's Glacier 1100 drying towel. Looked fantastic. The gloss is fantastic on the car. And then I grabbed the Metro Vac and Blow and I blew out all the cracks. Basically, that's what I did today, guys. And the car looks fantastic. And my point is this foam cannon, as well as a lot of other foam cannons, have this tip on it, this flow adjustment, and nobody seems to really play with that too much. They go full bore and they just want this thick shaving cream soap, and every time they go and they use their foam cannon, they got to measure everything out. You don't have to do that, guys. You can fill this with a lot of soap. You can turn this down 1/3 of the way open, halfway open, and it's not going to use a lot of soap, guys. And you don't have to keep filling this and doing ratios every time you use it. You can just put this on the shelf when you're done, pick it up again, and you're ready to go. You don't have to keep messing with this. So it's a time saver. Does it eat up more soap? Maybe a little bit more. Is soap expensive? Not really. And if you do it like I told you to today, fill it up mostly 80%, 90%, put about 10% water in there, turn this dial down, try this in your foam can, turn the dial down 1/3 of the way open, halfway open, and do your car. You're not going to use a lot of product, and it's just going to be ready to go. Time saver. Guys, let me know what you think of this. Leave your comments below, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.